Welcome back to the production here, dude. Today we are continuing Doki Doki Fallen Angel. Last time we left off, apparently Yuri went to the psychiatrist, and she even explained more of her past to us. So yeah, we're gonna see where that goes from here. I think we're basically just gonna go again, because Yuri after was like, so, I think I'm ready to go again, Jeongin. Please schedule another appointment. So, let's see what happens. Anyway, I woke up in the sanctuary, my blankets or whatever. The first day of break, when every student doesn't have a care in the world. I'll take a moment to just stare at my ceiling. Morning glow peeking through my blinds. I can't help but have a smile on my face. I have a strong feeling today will be a good day. Hopefully I'm right. Yeah, when am I ever wrong about that? After enjoying the feeling of naturally waking up, I climb out of bed. I do my morning stretches and head to the bathroom. As I'm eating breakfast, I decided to call Yuri. Answer, 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 answer me! Please call me maybe.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, there you go. Hello. Good morning, Yuri. Good morning, Jeongin. Despite still being fairly early, Yuri's voice shows no sign of tiredness. She must be a morning person. Sounds like you slept well. That I did. Yuri pauses just long enough for me to speak up. Hey, Gomenasorry. I'm sorry about yesterday. I got caught up in something after class. I swear I tried to get out, but it was... Jeongin, it's okay. I'm sure you had good reason. Plus, I can never be mad at you. Begin to blush. Well, in that case, I wanted to ask you something. Okay, ask away. Well, I thought that we could, what? I feel Yuri knows what I'm going to ask her, but rather than sparing me from my fear, she just decides to tease the question instead. That you could come over today. Perhaps we can watch a movie or something. There's a moment of silence as Yuri ponders the question. I'd love to.
Yeah,
Really?
boy.
Of course. I'll be there in about an hour if that's okay. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. I'll see you then. Bye-bye, Jeongin. Bye. Have a great time. I hang up the phone. I bump my fist in excitement before realizing. What are we going to do? I never thought I'd get this far. I told Yuri we would watch a movie. I need to get my head out of my ass. You really do. It's just two friends of opposite genders, alone in the house. Damn it. Alright, I need to chill. Yuri and I spent a lot of time together. We shared a kiss. Hell, we even slept in the same bed. Multiple times. It's a very big bed though.
That's what he said.
But in the same bed nonetheless. So why do I feel so different? It feels as if our relationship has grown in some way. I no longer see Yuri as the girl she presents herself as. To me, she's no longer the shy girl who steers away from anyone who talks to her. She's just a normal girl. Sure, she still needs help, and we still need to get rid of her knife collection. But my mind relaxes as I feel that I've actually made progress. I'm overthinking this, aren't I? You kind of are, but hey. It's good to ponder on all the progress you made with Yuri. Set up some small snacks and glasses for us so we can watch the movie. Yuri should be arriving any second. Snacks. Check. Deodorant. Oh. Check. Clean clothes. Check. Movie.
Nope.
Uh-oh. I don't know anything about movies, bro. I'm too uncultured for this. I haven't picked a movie yet. What am I going... Oh. He's like, what am I going to do? And the bell rings. Uh-oh. I get up to answer the door. I open the door.
Hi, how are you?
I put on my most inviting smile. Hey. Hello, Jeongin. I gesture for her to come inside. Thanks for inviting me, Jeongin. I wave my hand in front of my face. Don't worry about it. The least I could do for not walking you home yesterday. What a gentleman. I begin to blush as my face grows hot. I swear I turned my AC on. Yeah, this shit's not working. I don't pay my AC bills here. I suppose chivalry isn't dead after all. I gesture for her to take a seat on the couch. I walk over to the TV stand. Oh, Jeongin, you didn't tell me what we were gonna watch. And there's the question that drives the nail in the coffin. Because I don't know what to do. I'm sorry, what was that? Oh, I just said it'll be a surprise. It'll be a surprise for both of us. He really likes horror, maybe I should do that. Or maybe action. Who doesn't love superhero movies? Or maybe a romance? Don't be dumb, Jeongin, that only works in movies and games. This ain't that. What about a comedy? Be able to see Yuri laugh? Maybe that one movie where everything was a dream. Titanic. Yeah. Anyway, is everything okay? Yeah, definitely. I'm not panicking or anything. Is something wrong? At this point, I'm starting to sweat. What do I do? Aha! Light bulb. What was that? I turn and look at her. I laugh every time he just says light bulb out loud. It's like, oh, I have an idea. Light bulb! Ah, you have to guess what movie we're watching. I'm not good at guessing. Give it your best shot. Come on, hit me with your best shot, yo. Yuri thinks for a moment. I got her right where I want her. Well, I've been really wanting to see the movie Misery. There's a movie about the state of Missouri. Stupid! Oh my god, I love that. Oh yeah. Missouri loves, misery. I guess. I read the novel and I've been wanting to compare it to the movie. Oh, Misery. By that king dude. Yuri gives me a look of disappointment. Why am I like this? I turn back to the TV stand. Please have misery, please have misery, please have misery. Oh, the misery. I look in the back where I store the movies my parents used to own. All of a sudden, I spot it. Nice. Let's go. You're a good guesser, Yuri. Huh? I turn around and present the case to her. The lavender eyes brighten up and reflect the sunlight seeping from the window. Huh? How? She sounds baffled as if she can't believe she guessed right. Truth is, whatever movie she guessed was going to be the one that I picked. I know. We could already tell. And of course, luck was involved with whether or not I had the movie on hand. What I like to call the one step ahead trick. I'm 4 parallel universes ahead of you. I pop the disc in the tray and play it. Meanwhile, Yuri gathers the... Wait, hors d'oeuvres. I think that's how you say it. I'm sorry, I don't know. Anyway, so she gathers the snacks on the table. Wait, am I supposed to sit on the couch with Yuri or sit on the other? Yes. This is a date, correct? Correct! I guess I didn't say, but it was heavily implied. Am I overthinking this? Jeongin? Snap out of my thoughts and turn to Yuri. Everything okay? Yeah. Everything's fine. I walk to the couch Yuri is sitting on. The seat taken? Yuri smiles cutely. Who are you? Not at all. I plop down next to her. Partway through the movie, and Yuri and I have already consumed all the snacks I laid. This movie's pretty good, but I'm having a hard time focusing with Yuri in my view. I watch a movie about a writer with broken legs, when instead I could just stare at Yuri all day. Ayo, true. She turns to me slightly. In a book, she cut off his foot. Huh? Oh, I was just pointing out the differences between the novel and the movie. Oh. I went a bit more unenthusiastically than I wished. This isn't boring for you, is it, Jeongin? What? No. I'm really enjoying the movie so far, yeah. I'm not just staring at you and not paying attention or anything. Yuri grabs the remote and lowers the volume a bit. Then what's the main character's name? What? Main character. What's his name? Tell me. Alright, I know this. Think, Jeongin, use your head. Come on, baby, what's the name? Oh my god, I have to decide. Okay, hold on. Saving. Is it Paul or Thomas? Oh wait, hold on.
Hi, I'm Paul.
Brain blast. Paul. Paul Sheldon.
Nice shot!
Yuri looks shocked. I'm sorry I doubted you. Oh. Hey, I got it, everybody. You know what I do. Let's go. Alright, no problem, Yuri. Yeah, I got it correct. We both turn back to the screen. Oh yeah, dots. Is now my chance? She's distracted, I should make my move. Would it be weird if I did? Or would it be weirder if I didn't? Yes. I mean, we kissed. What's an arm wrap compared to that? I maneuver my arm ever so slowly, as if we were moving through molasses. I gently place my hand over Yuri's shoulder. She does a double take on my arm and looks at me. Not a single word is spoken. She simply smiles and leans into me. Her head weighs softly on my shoulder. I can't help but feel the corners of my mouth raise as well. We continue to finish the movie in a comforting silence. The credits roll. Yuri moves off my arm, which has now fallen asleep. What did you think? It was good. Well thought out and suspenseful story. I'm glad I picked it. As am I. Either she didn't catch my ploy or she doesn't want to embarrass me. Although I couldn't help but notice all the differences from the book. Like what? After saying I instantly regret those lines. Well, to start, yeah, Yuri goes on and off. Yuri goes off on an incomprehensible tangent about the movie. I try following along, but I can't quite understand what she's saying. I'm too busy staring at the way her eyes reflect the orange sun peeking through the window. Right, Jeongin? Uh-oh. Yeah. I completely agree. Yuri stares at me as if I'm one of her books. I'm glad you see it my way. I silently exhale. Thank God she didn't pry that question any further. She would be like, okay, so what part of this do you agree with? You would be like, oh no. I do not know. I suppose I should be going home now. If I wait any longer, I'll have to walk in the dark. That's the safest time, Yuri. Huh? Yuri gives me a confused glance. Yeah, I'm confused. Because at night, if you get into any danger, you can shine a light in the sky and call for Batman. True. You know, you run into the Joker, just shine your flashlight up. And then next you know, whoosh, I'm Batman. Alright, Joker, it's time for you to die. I don't know. You can't do that during the day. Yuri tries to hold in her laughter, but eventually gives in. I'm serious, Jeongin. I have to go. You can't stay tonight? Oh, I don't even have to change of clothes. But stop myself before saying, we said we're going to need clothes. Ooh. Damn, he's getting heated. Okay. Well, I understand. Yuri stands up. Arigato for today, Jeongin. This was a lovely evening. Ooh, there you go. We got a choo from Yuri. Yuri bends down and places a light choo on my cheek. She quickly turns and leaves as I notice her cheeks turning bright red. I'm left sitting on the couch with a stupidly large grin on my face. You told me a year ago I would have a... Wait, if you told me a year ago I would have a relationship like this, I would have filled out your papers to be taken to the mental asylum. You know what? I feel the same. If anybody tells me that, bro, I think I need to take you to the asylum. Anyway, but now I've changed. I feel a lot more confident, like I can take on anything the world throws at me. Guess we'll just have to see where fate takes us. Alright, what's next? We had a date. What else? I open my eyes as the sun casts its light on my face. Ugh. Sunlight creates a soft glow. Usually that means there's heavy clouds looming over. We'll most likely get some showers later today. Grab my phone and look at the time. Holy crap, I'm going to be late! It's time for school! Jumping out of bed, I begin to start my daily routine. Today is Yuri's second appointment with Dr. Lankton. The guy who most definitely doesn't want the Krabby Patty secret formula, I assure you. He was excited to continue working with Yuri. He believes that he can really help her. I wonder what he'll say when she tells him about her cuts. Yuri promised me she'd open up about them today. I'll do my best to support her. Alright. That's gonna be the moment of truth, everybody. Alright, I continue my trek into the kitchen. Pulling out my phone, I check the time. I don't have a lot of time left. I swipe a cereal bar and then swing open my fridge. Luckily, I remember to buy milk this time. Yeah, no more cursed orange juice cereal combination, bro. Pour the milk into the bowl and drop the cereal bar inside. Huh? Why isn't it working? All of a sudden, realization hits me. Oh. Finished the soggy cereal bar out of the bowl. Alright. How come I just dropped it in and it didn't turn into cereal, bro? I thought this was like... I thought it was supposed to be magic. One day I'm going to have a proper breakfast. I pull up my phone once again and text Yuri. On my way. Almost immediately, Yuri responds. Okay, I'll be waiting. I'm not sure why Yuri feels it's necessary to type so formally, but I suppose it's a bit cute. I finish my sorry excuse for a meal and head out towards the door. Yeah, that's sorry excuse for a meal. Cereal bar and the milk. I didn't even respond back to you. I walk up and ring the doorbell. Yuri opens the door.
Hi, how are you?
Hello, Jeongin. Hey, you ready to go? Oh, I suppose so. It's okay to be nervous. Just remember, I'll be right next to you the entire time. Arigato. I truly appreciate everything you've done for me. My face starts to turn red. Don't mention it. Yuri locks the door and we begin our walk to Dr. Lankton's office. Alright, here we go. We arrive at the psychiatrist office. Dr. Lankton is standing at the door waiting for us. Ah, right on time. It's a pleasure to meet you two again. I once again give him a firm handshake. He turns to Yuri. Hesitantly, Yuri raises a shaky hand. Dr. Lankton takes hold of it. Pleasure to meet you again, miss. Shall we begin? I want Jeongin to join. Both Dr. Lankton and I share looks of shock as Yuri speaks up. I would feel more comfortable if he was with us. The doctor stares at us, ponders for a moment before deciding to speak. Very well. You two, step inside my office. Oh, well, you know, new background. We're in the office. Alright, we follow him in. We take a seat on the couch. Well, Yuri, would you like to start by saying anything? Yuri looks over at me and we lock eyes for a few moments. We grab her hand and lightly squeeze it. I want to show you. There's something else I didn't tell you. Dr. Lankton stares quizzically at Yuri but doesn't open his mouth. Begins to roll up her sleeve. Here we go. Yuri begins to tell him everything she told me several days ago. About how she used cutting as a getaway from life, and then about how it developed into an addiction. She talks in between sobs while Dr. Lankton sits quietly, intently staring at her with a blank, yet stern expression. I sit quietly as well, gripping Yuri's hand tightly as she continues her story. I find myself having to hold back tears listening to all this over again. Eventually, she finishes. This is something very serious. Give me a moment. Dr. Lankton gets up from his seat and goes to his computer. He begins typing what sounds like an email. A small piece of paper comes out of his printer. He then comes back to us. There is a prescription for some antidepressants. They're used to suppress different emotions and relax the body. Will help to suppress certain feelings you may get. Yuri takes the slip of paper. Arigato. After answering a few more of our questions, Dr. Lankton escorts us out of his office. Thank you for coming today, and also for bringing this up to me. And Yuri? He bends down to be eye level with her. Everything's going to be okay. He shoots her a big smile, but Yuri continues to stare at him blankly. This may have been too much for her. Dr. Lankton walks back into his office. I turn back to Yuri and I can see she's visibly shaking. Look at the clock on the wall. Yuri, why don't we go somewhere to relax? We had a pretty intense day today, wouldn't you say? Okay. Yuri and I take our leave. Let's go. Where are we going? Ah, yes, another background as well. It's common in every visual novel I play. We find ourselves walking through a public park. I turn to her. This is nice, huh, Yuri? I will say, it is nice to get some fresh air. It feels like the weight of the world has finally been lifted off my shoulders. Hey, Yuri, I know what will be good. And what's that? Ah! Take her hand and run off into the trees. Oh, where are we going? Am I about to drown her or something? No, I'm just kidding. That'd be a dark turn if I suddenly started drowning her. I got a bit lost, but after a few minutes, we reach a clearing. It's been a long time since I've visited this place. Here it is. I wave my arms in a theatrical display. This area brings back a lot of good memories. Sayori and I stumbled upon this place when we were kids. It was our own secret spot where we would play. One time she fell in the river, and I had to jump in and grab her. Damn, sounds like a Sayori thing, for sure. Her parents were really mad that day. Jeongin, this is breathtaking. No, you're breathtaking. Okay, Keanu Reeves. Yuri stands in a clearing overlooking the water. I stare too, but not at the same view as her. To me, she's far more beautiful than this scenery. I watch as her violet hair blows in the breeze. Her eyes sparkle like stars as she stares out into the seemingly infinite landscape. She keeps a calm and content expression on her face. I don't know if it's my mind playing tricks on me, but it seems as if she's a ray of sunlight, or it seems as if a ray of sunlight is shining on her, and solely on her. A ray of light traveling thousands of miles just to reflect off her face. Makes her look as if she's glowing. She a vampire? We both stand in the clearing, lost to time, taking in our respective views. I can only imagine what she's thinking. The sun hangs low in the sky. Eventually I decide to break the silence. We should head back now. It's getting late. Oh, Yuri looks at me as if I just pulled her through a portal. Already? She looks disappointed. I noticed her shivering. With the sun falling, the light breeze becomes colder and colder. We can come back another time. I promise, on my left nut. I'm just kidding. Okay. Yuri softly smiles as we turn back to the horizon. We walk back to the main pathway in silence. You know, we can have a picnic here one day. Yuri perks up. Really? Can't help but laugh at the excitement. It's probably the first time I've ever heard her sound so genuine. Of course. We'll set up some food, maybe some tea, a book, and we'll come when it's bright and sunny. I'd like that. I wrap my arm around Yuri. He doesn't even falter. You can feel her tense body relax as if all the moments that have led up to this have been wiped from existence. Boy, it was as easy as a snap to wipe half of everything out of existence. I quietly laughed to myself. And for a second, I feel like a normal person again. Alright, we're back to her house. Well, we're here. Arigato for walking me home, Jeongin. No problemo. And Atsuki said chivalry was dead. I'll be off then. Are you sure? I mean... yeah, we're not having this awkward conversation again. You know what? I love to spend the night. Hey, there you go, my guy.
Yeah, boy.
Really? Are you surprised that I want to spend a lot of time with you? No, it's just that not a lot of people enjoy spending time with me. I wrap my arm around Yuri as we walk inside. Well, Yuri, I'm not a lot of people. You're right, I'm one person. I'm one guy. You're gonna get one guy.
That's what he said.
We walk in and I take a seat on the couch. Jeongin, what are you doing? Sorry. What? Yuri grabs me and yanks me off the couch. Whoa! What did I do? Gomenasorry. I didn't mean to do that. It's just... You haven't showered yet. You smell like shit. And you sat on the couch. Let out a long sigh. I suppose I am pretty sweaty from all this walking. Alright. Yuri looks on with a worried expression. From the bottom of my heart. My bad. I accept your apology. Yuri gives me a soft smile. Now, enough with the formality. I'll head upstairs and shower, then we could... I don't know. Read or something? That sounds lovely. I turn around and head upstairs. I only take a few steps before turning around and walking back down. Yuri? Yes, darling? Cock my head back a bit. Darling? That's new. I could get used to it, however. Anyway, I don't have a change of clothes. I'm gonna be naked. Oh, well, you can use mine. Excuse me? Yuri scans me head to toe. We're about the same height. It takes every inch of willpower in me not to comment on the drastic differences between mine and Yuri's, thickness. What's wrong, Jeongin? You don't feel comfortable in wearing a kimono? The phrase grows hot as if Yuri has no AC in her house. No. I can wear a kimono. Kimono. That's, yeah, stupid. Well, in that case, they're in the middle drawer. Yuri walks away with a sense of victory in her step. Meanwhile, my face is red from ear to ear. I guess it's time to throw out my masculinity and put on women's pajamas. Not to sound mean, but I'm somewhat fortunate Yuri doesn't have many friends to tell this to. If Natsuki found out about this, I'd never live it down. I continue my trek upstairs. Yeah, Natsuki would either tease you or she'd be like, wow, you pervert, you put on her clothes. It'd be one or the other. Alright, after my shower, I come back downstairs in a dark blue kimono. Yuri does a poor job at covering up her laughter. Yeah, get your laughs out now. I don't know about you, but I think I rock this kimono pretty well. So fly, yo. Do a quick spin to show myself off. You do look rather dashing. Yuri is holding a tray with a teapot and 2 little cups. It appears she also got dressed in her own sleepwear. The tea must still be fresh. I can see the steam rising off. I thought we could sit down and have a cup of tea while listening to the rain. I've been so caught up in my appearance, I didn't even realize that it was pouring outside. Oh, alright. That sounds like a great idea. Do you mind if we go upstairs? My bedroom has a bigger window. Sure. Once in her room, I take a seat on her bed. Yuri pours us both some tea and hands me my cup. Arigato. Yuri next pulls out a book. Would you mind if we finished it? Infinite Isolation. The book Yuri and I have experienced together for the past few months. The book with a twisted story of loss that has brought us together, and now we're on the last chapter. Sure. Corners of her mouth grow. Teacups in hand, we enter our usual reading position. However, this time our bodies are even closer to each other. For a while, we just sit in silence, drinking, reading, and listening to the rain. We're on the last few lines of the book. Oh, okay, I gotta read them? Alright, I got you. I sit down in a corner of the cell. I don't know what's worse, if I'm honest. Being surrounded by 4 concrete walls, or the fact that I'm alone. There's one thing that all humans share. It's a fear of loneliness. Most people can accept death. Some people aren't scared of tight spaces, or spiders, or the dark. But loneliness, there's nothing scarier than that. Because when you are alone, you have no one to help you overcome your fear. Look at the small window near the top of the cell. The sakura. It's blooming. It must be spring then. That means I've been in here for... I'm not sure really. How do you track time when you can't even see the sun? I looked at my bandaged arm. I've watched myself fall into insanity, come out, then dive right back in. It's like a cycle. I've been in here so long, I can realize when I begin to lose my mind. Even my hallucinations don't want to talk to me anymore. Boom, boom, boom. Monstrous banging is heard outside my door. I scatter towards the center of the room and face it. The banging grows louder and louder. Closer and closer. Then stops. I stand in the center of my room, my heart pounding. The air is thick. I don't dare make a sound, for I fear breaking the fragile silence. My vision focuses on the steel door that has kept me locked away. The sound of scraping metal plays and fills the room. I shut my ears instinctively, but my eyes never leave the door. I hold my breath. Then the door creaks open. Oh, wait, what? That's it? Oh, I look at Yuri. Suppose now we wait for part 2 to come out. Fair enough. I set the book on the nightstand. I enjoyed it. Really? Yes. Arigato for sharing this book with me. Yuri turns red as she tries to hide her smile. I continue to listen to the raindrops pour. Once the tea is all but gone, Yuri lets out a yawn. Tired? Mm-hmm. Yuri closes her eyes and rests her head on my shoulder. We sidle up next to each other as we listen to the outside world. The melodic symphony of raindrops continue to pound on the roof. Jeongin? Yeah? Maybe an odd question, but... how come your parents are never home? Oh, here we go. More MC war, let's go. Oh, Gomenasorry. If that's too personal, No, it's fine. I think it's important you know. Alright, listen up. I got a big story to tell you. I don't know if you like to say that. Put my arm around her and pull her close. Ooh, okay. This is cool. Oh, I'm gonna screenshot that real quick. Nice. Okay, so the sound of rain continues to echo throughout the room. I can feel our heartbeats sinking to the rhythm of the raindrops hitting the roof. When I was a kid, maybe 10 or 11ish, my parents got hit with a bit of a financial problem. I was real young, so I don't really remember the specifics of it. However, I do remember my parents sitting me down and telling me that they were separating. It made me choose who I wanted to live with. I know it may seem like a lot to put on a child, but they wanted to make sure they did what was best for me. In the end, I chose to stay with my dad, and thus my mom left. Gomenasorry. It's fine. It was a long time ago. After my mom left, she got a job in a big banking company and moved away. I was lucky enough, however, for both my parents to be civil, and both still agreed to take care of me. You're very lucky to have two parents who care about you. That's what I thought as well. Wait, what? You said that's what I thought as well? Oh no. Alright, so eventually my dad's business tanked, and once again we hit a financial hole. After that, he left for the military. He left you? Basically. After his business fell, he couldn't afford to raise me. And with my mom a quarter across the world, she couldn't be there for me either. So the only way my dad could earn money was to join the military. They give him checks, most of which go to the house for bills and stuff. With the money my mom gives me, I use on groceries and other commodities. It's not much, but it's enough to get by without struggling. Well, physically, I'm fine, but it does get lonely. Being home by yourself for months at a time. Yuri looks deeply at me. Her eyes glisten. Moves her hand and brushes her thumb along my cheek. It's only now that I realize I've been lately crying this time. Or entire time, I'm sorry. I missed that word. Anyway, Yuri throws her arms over me and buries her head into my chest. Arigato. For what? For telling me your story. I relax a bit. Place my hand on Yuri and begin to lightly pat her head. Her soft breathing begins to calm my nerves. I listen to the sound of raindrops as I close my eyes. I lean back onto the bed. Yuri and I lay resting on each other. Jeongin, can you promise me something? What is it? Whenever the sequel to the book comes out, Sakura's Guide, can we read it together? I remained silent for a moment. I thought that was already implied. Well, I didn't want to assume anything. Fair enough. I began to run my fingers through her soft hair. Okay. I promise that when the book comes out we will read it together. Yuri doesn't say anything in return. Instead, she just hugs me tighter. I love you, Jeongin. I love you too. There's that word again. The word I quite don't understand the meaning of. But yet, I still say it. Because it's the only word that I can think of in the moment. Her soft voice bids me goodnight. I slowly drift out of consciousness. Wow, what an ending to this part. Alright, well, that is a good spot to end this here. I hope you all enjoyed this part. Like, it was nice to see, like, Yuri during the, like, therapy trip that she was actually able to tell everything to Mr. Lankton, and it was pretty nice. And then also, we got to learn a little more about the MC lore. Like, usually in games, you don't get to know much about the MC. It's just like, oh, well, the two romantic interests, they had a big family, something happened, and then blah, 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 or it's like, just whatever. But, like, the actual, like, main character, ourselves, like, we never get to know anything about him, usually. It's usually just like, well, I'm just here, I'm vibing, and I'm just trying to figure out what the hell am I doing with my life. That's literally it. So, it's kind of nice that this mod kind of touches on that. So, yeah. Okay, I do want to say, too, I apologize if, like, any of the audio sounded weird in this, because I moved rooms recently, and now, like, my setup is a little weird. I haven't had time to set it up, but I needed to record, like, soon, since I haven't uploaded on Sunday. So, if this does sound weird, I apologize. But anyway, yeah. That is it for this episode of Doki Doki Fallen Angel. I hope you guys did enjoy it. In the top right corner of your screen, there will be an annotation to the next part once it becomes available. And with that, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.